In this video, we want to go ahead and replace our driver's side upper bumper chrome trim located right here. The process for this is the same for the passenger side. Now on the bottom side here, right on the base of our wheel well area on the passenger side, there's going to be some plastic buttons here holding our lower splash guard to the fender liner. We're going to use our trim tool. We're just going to go up in here and we're just going to pop off the little buttons that are in here holding these together. Ours don't all match, so it looks like someone was already in here playing with these before. We're actually missing a button over here, and we have a zip tie there or some sort of anchoring strap. We're going to go ahead and pop that off, remove that, and let's go ahead and do the same for the driver's side. Okay, pop these buttons out here. On the front cross member, we have two 10mm bolts. Across the lower front portion of the bumper, there's a series of 7mm screws. Let's get to loosen and remove these. The little retaining clips on the back side here have come loose, so we need to grab that with a pair of pliers. I'll go ahead and remove those there. Now we get the screws removed. You gotta lower this down. Now in the center of these buttons right here, I want to go ahead and push in the center. And do this to the 3 plastic buttons holding these in place. I'm going to switch over to our trim tool. I'm going to get inside here and go ahead and pop these buttons out. Let's go ahead and release all 3 of these. And we'll go ahead and repeat the process for the other side. Now you want to go ahead and peel back your fender liner, and right up inside here there's going to be a single 10mm bolt. Let's go ahead, loosen, and remove that. Go ahead and repeat for the passenger side. On the bottom side here, I want to go ahead and disconnect your fog lights. I'm going to turn these counterclockwise, pop out that light. And up top, up inside, there is your marker light. I want to go ahead and disconnect that harness up top. Now right here on the back side of our bumper edge here, there's going to be a second bolt that we want to get to. It's also a 10mm, so we're going to go ahead and use a long extension, put our socket on there. I'm going to go ahead and remove this bolt. Once this is out, we're going to repeat for the passenger side. All right, so now we have this bolt loose. We'll go ahead and remove this. Let's go ahead and pop out our little filler panels right here. Do this for both driver and passenger side. Go ahead and set those aside. Across the top of your grille, you're going to have 4 of these plastic push pins. You want to go ahead and use your trim tool. Go ahead and remove those. Repeat for the other 3. At this point here, now that we have all of our pieces of hardware removed, securing the bumper, let's go ahead and grab the driver's side lower edge here, and we're going to just grab this bumper and pull forward, like so. I'm going to work our way across the top here. Do the same on the passenger side now. Pull it straight forward. And we'll go ahead and grab the upper portion with the grille and just wiggle this off. And set that down. Now on the passenger side, right below the headlamp and behind the impact beam here, there's a connector here. And this connector goes to all of the wires and the harness that goes to all of your bumper lights. What we want to do is disconnect this harness so we can go ahead and continue to separate the bumper from the vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead and use a pocket screwdriver, and you want to go ahead and just pry this a little bit here, disconnect that harness. Now we have that harness disconnected, we can remove the entire bumper. Let's go ahead and disconnect our wire harness from our impact pad here. So you're just gonna untangle it from our little tabs here. On the top side of this impact pad here, there's gonna be 2 plastic clips. And these are actual plastic screws that go into the foam pad. I'm going to go ahead and use my Phillips head screwdriver and go ahead and turn this and unscrew this. So we're trying to use our Phillips head screwdriver to unscrew this plastic button here. But the plastic is fragile and our screwdriver is kind of stripping it out. So what we're going to do is going to grab a pair of pliers and we're going to assist the rotation of this. You can go ahead and unscrew this, remove it. I'm going to go ahead and repeat that process for the other side. Now at this point here, we can go ahead and grab our wire harness with our bulbs and our impact pad right here. And go ahead and swing that aside and just set it aside. Now on the back side of the bumper here, there's going to be 2 metal clips, one here, one right over here. We're going to use our screwdriver and we're just going to gently just kind of work that metal clip out. I want to be careful not to break these here. Just wiggle that out of place. Give it a couple thumb taps there. Do the same over here. And press it in and then wiggle that out. Once you have those clips out, I'm going to gently push that out and our chrome trim will pop out from the front side. Let's go ahead and install our trim now. We're going to line up our little tabs here with the notches in our bumper. Just going to line that up. Now with our bumper trim in place, I'm going to go ahead and install our little metal locks here. Just press it in, do the same on the other side here. And go ahead and repeat for the other side. Now we'll go ahead and bring your bumper up into place. You want to be careful bringing that up so you don't scratch the paint on your fender. And what we're going to do is go ahead and hang the upper portion of the bumper on the support. Let's go around to the driver's side and we're going to go ahead and tuck that up into place. I'm going to go ahead and bring the bumper up and fit it right into this notch here. Slide that back into place. Let's go ahead and repeat that same process for the passenger side. Across the top of your bumper area, go ahead and install your push pins here. We want to go ahead and install our filler panels right here. If you notice, there's a little tab right here, and that will actually interlock with this base here once we assemble it. Now these also have metal clips that will lock in to the top here. So we want to go ahead and set these down into place. I'm going to interlock the center piece right now, make it a little bit easier. Once that's interlocked, we'll go ahead and line this up. Snap that down into place, line this up, snap that down, and we're all set. Let's go ahead and start to install our screws here. We have the forward one here, and then we have the one closer to the back side of the fender. And get that started. Let's go ahead and get the other one in. Now that we have both of these started, what you want to do is make sure that the bumper itself lines up with the body lines on the fender itself. Then we'll go ahead and snug those down. Once those are tight, we'll go ahead and repeat this process for the other side. We want to go ahead and attach our fender liner to our bumper itself. Now, a couple of our plastic buttons had broken, so we sourced out a couple other ones. If yours are in good shape, go ahead and install those. I'm going to go ahead and get mine installed. Once you have these done here, you want to go ahead and repeat this process for the passenger side. Now let's go ahead and take our wiring harness from our front bumper and let's bring it up, and we're going to connect that into the body harness here. Press that up, you can feel it in here, it lock into place. Let's go ahead and put our under engine splash shield up and in. With our splash shield in its general location, we're going to go ahead and install the 2 screws on the back side here. Once we get those installed, we'll go ahead and snug them down. All right, let's go ahead and install our 2 rear screws here. All right, once we have these 2 caught, let's go ahead and snug those down. Go ahead and install our screws into our retaining clips here. I'm going to get a few of these started by hand first, then we'll go ahead and snug them down. Go ahead and start snugging these down. You're just going to complete the same process across the whole front side and onto your two edges. You just want to snug those. Once you feel them stop, then it's pretty much maxed out. And just continue for the rest of these. Now I'm going to go ahead and install the 3 plastic push pins on the driver's side. This one here, when you're pushing it in, you might be able to use a flathead screwdriver on the back side just to apply some pressure to the fender liner. Pull it forward, lock them together. Once you have these 3 in, go ahead and repeat for the passenger side. And we'll get these 2 in here. Once we snug this down, you can go ahead and repeat the process for the passenger side.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.